All right, so this problem is titled Composing Transforms Shapes Discovery. So what is really cool about this is that there are going to be two transformations, composition, okay? But you can actually try the first one after you think you've got it locked down to then see what the second one might be. So it's a step-by-step process rather than doing it all at once. So it says determine a series of transformations that would map polygon A, B, C, D, E onto polygon A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, E prime. So they have the corresponding vertices already mapped out for you. So the question is, what do you think you have to do to get from B to B prime, A to A prime? Well, the first thing is I see that they're different sizes. So the question is, there must be a dilation going on here, right? So different size means dilation. And it looks like from the original triangle to the new triangle, I'm enlarging. So that means your scale factor has to be greater than 1. Enlargement means n is greater than 1. So what would that n be? Well, we can find this out by looking at these vertical segments. Remember that the scale factor that you use in your dilation is also the same scale factor that gets you from this side to the corresponding side. So AE here is a length of 2. A prime, E prime is a length of 1, 2, 3, 4. So the question is, what do you have to multiply 2 by to get to 4? Well, the easy way to do that is you divide the new length by the old length. Remember, you divide the primes by the original. And that is a scale factor of 2. So this, first, is a dilation of a scale factor of 2. So I'll type that in. Dilation, center of the origin by a scale factor of 2. Okay, and now watch what I was saying. Because this is discovery, one second, let me erase. You can actually try that. Look what happens. And you see, oh, beautifully, now they're the same size. So now the question is, what else do I have to do? Well, typically, your problems will involve one of these three things: a reflection, a rotation, and a dilation, one of those three things, followed by a translation. So look here. So B became this point here. And now the question is, how do I get B to become B prime? Well, that's just the slide 1, 2, 3 to the left. Left, 3. And I could do that to all of them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's my second transformation, followed by a translation, moving left 3 units. Let me erase my drawings. Let's try this out and see what happens. There's my dilation. There's my translation. Boom, I'm on top of it. You are correct. I love being correct. Press submit to get credit. I know I will. Boom. Okay, let's do one more of those together. These are fun. Again, I hope you're enjoying these. Okay, so here's the next one. So again, we're trying to get A, B, C, D, E to A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. So here's my A. Here's my A prime. Here's my B, B prime. So, there's a couple things in play. I think this is going to involve either a flip or a turn. And I'm not quite sure which one right now. So I have to kind of envision if I flip them across, it's going to involve one flip or one turn. So if I flip it this way down, I think the D and C will still be on the left, right? D and C will be here, D here, C here. That's not going to work, right? If I flip it this way, D is going to be up here still, and C will be over here. That's not going to work. It's not going to be aligned, right? If I flip it across the line y equals x, A is going to be here, A will be here, and B will be here. That's not right. So I don't think it involves a flip. So I think this actually involves a rotation. So I think I want my figure to turn once and then one more time. I think I want my figure to rotate 180 degrees. Notice I'm in quadrant 2. Now this is clockwise, but I think I'm going to go counterclockwise this time. I'm going to go 1, 2 quadrants. 2 quadrants is 2 90s. That equals 180. So I think that's my first rotation, or my first idea. So I'm going to go try it, right? That's the beauty of this problem. You can go down to the bottom here and try it. So I'm going to do a rotation. Notice it says counterclockwise 180 degrees. I'm going to try it. Okay, and look what happened, right? So now A, which was here, is now here. B, which was here, is now here. So see how they're oriented, right? So now it's just how much do I slide? And I need to take B, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. Right, 4. Same with A, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now it's just a translation, 4 to the right. Translation to the right, 4. Let's erase my writing here and let's test it out. And there we go. Cool. And I'm correct. Great. Thank you. Green check mark. So that's the discovery ones where you can try the first transformation first and then do the second one second. Now look what they did here. I just want to show you that they did the translation first and then the rotation second. I am a big proponent of doing the hard part first, right? I want to do the rotation, reflection, or dilation first. Okay. All right, cool. All right, let's take a look at the next type of problem. All right, so here's the next one. So now it's not a discovery question. This is just a regular run-of-the-mill, got to do it all at once question. So it says, how do I get A, B, C, D to get to A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, E prime? So, if I look at this, I don't think a dilation needs to be used. So the idea is either it's going to be a flip or a turn to start. Now, if I look here at where A is here, A prime is here, B is here, B prime is there. So if I flip it this way, A is going to be here, B is going to be here. I don't think that's the way to go. If I flip it this way, A will be here, B will be here. So that could be correct. So where would C be? C would be here, D would be there, and E would be there. I think that might be the way, right? Because they're all going to flip, but they're all going to stay oriented the same way. So I think that this first idea is a reflection across the x-axis. So let's type that in. And it thinks that you can't check it. Okay. But now I got to take a couple points to do it so that I can do the last part. So A, if I reflect it over the x-axis, A prime or A will go 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So go 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So there's A again. B will go 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So go 1, 2, 3, 4 down. There's B. And how about we do E because it's kind of different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's E. And now how do we slide to get from A to A prime? Well, A has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the right. E has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the right. All right, so there we go. There's my translation. Right 8. I'll submit my answer. All right. And now look what they did, right? They did the translation first and the reflection second. If you see it that way, do it. Okay. But again, I like to do the reflection, rotation, or dilation first and then the translation. But again, it's up to you. All right. So don't let these problems frustrate you. They can be difficult. Okay. All right, so the next video is going to involve more about congruence and similarity, which are really what these transformations really do adhere to for us is congruence and similarity. All right, next video is coming.